Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chauncey Billlups, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. And we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So today, we have a very serious update that we would like to share with you guys, and it is based on what's going on with Chauncey Billlups. As you guys know, about a month or so ago, Chauncey Billlups was arrested by the FBI, not just him, other names like Damon Jones and Terry Rozier, and 30 plus other individuals into this probe that the FBI is doing in the NBA into illegal gambling. So this morning I was just going through the internet here, and I came across this report here that pretty much caught me off guard, and it's from Sam Amick, and I'm going to show you the tweet. Rather, it says, news: Chauncey Billlups has hired renowned trial lawyer Mark Mukasey to defend him in the federal investigation into illegal gambling, The Athletic has learned, right? Much more here on Mukasey's, I hope I'm pronouncing his name properly, background, including deep ties to President Trump. So I want to read a little bit about what the article says. It says, NBA coach Chauncey Billlups hired defense attorney who worked with Trump and Giuliani. It then continues on. Mukasey, a former prosecutor for the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District of New York, who specializes in white-collar defense, is the son of former U.S. Attorney General Michael Mukasey. He has a long history in taking on high-profile cases, most notably as an attorney for President Donald Trump in recent years. His defense of Navy SEAL Edward Gallagher in 2019 led to an acquittal of murder charges. Mukasey also represented Sam Bankman-Fried, the founder of bankrupt cryptocurrency exchange FTX, during sentencing following Bankman-Fried's conviction on fraud and conspiracy charges. Mukasey also represented a key figure in the NBA's ongoing investigation surrounding the LA Clippers, Joe Sandberg. Sandberg is the co-founder of the aspiration company that agreed to pay Clippers for Kawhi Leonard up to $48 million for a no-show endorsement deal, which later sparked allegations of salary cap circumvention. Sandberg pleaded guilty to 2 counts of wire fraud in relation to a scheme that defrauded investors of $248 million. In Billups' case, Mukasey takes over for the attorney Chris Haywood, who handled the coach's arraignment, and released a statement professing Billups' innocence on October the 23rd. The 49-year-old Billups was indicted for his alleged participation in a wide-ranging years-long scheme to defraud card players in poker games that was said to have involved numerous members of the Bonino, Gambino, Lucchese, and Genovese crime families. His alleged role in the rigged poker game scheme dates to 2019, according to the indictment. He was part of a game that year that took at least $50,000 from victims, prosecutors say. Billups, who has been placed on unpaid leave by the NBA, was not charged in the indictment of Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier that is centered on sports betting, but he does not match the description of the co-conspirator, and who prosecutors say tipped off Eric Ernest that the Blazers would rest top players ahead of the March 24, 2023 game. The co-conspirator is described by prosecutors as a resident of Oregon who played in the NBA from 1997 to 2014 and has been the coach since 2021. Billups played in the NBA from 1997 to 2014, and the Blazers hired Billups as their head coach in June 2021. Billups' arraignment in the Eastern District of New York City is tentatively set for November 24th. So this is pretty serious, right? And Chauncey Billlups is taking this situation very seriously, as he should be, right? As he should be, because folks, look, this is a very serious matter, and people's lives are on the line. People's lives are on the line, and I think that this situation needs to be taken with extreme seriousness. It's not a laughing matter, and it's not something that we're just going to sit over here and chuckle about and, oh, maybe it's going to go away. No. This thing isn't going away, guys. It's absolutely not going away. As a matter of fact, I believe is actually picking up steam. I believe that this situation is picking up steam, and I'm going to tell you why. Just this weekend, we did a live show reacting to the news that the NBA is launching an investigation into multiple teams. And one of those teams is the Los Angeles Lakers, right? The Lakers are being investigated, and they're trying to figure out who was the person at the Lakers that was giving this insider information to bettors. Meaning, who was Damon Jones speaking to with the Lakers that he was getting that information from in terms of players' availability and all of that, and sharing it with individuals outside the team. And the names that have been brought up are Coach Mark, I think, Mancias and Randy Mims. Well, Randy Mims is a close associate of LeBron James, right? Of LeBron James. Now, maybe in other cases, these guys will try to dial it back a bit and say, oh, no, we're not going to go this far. But in this particular case, they're going all the way. All the way, and they're not going to stop. I want to quickly read from an ESPN article that was published on the 16th, just yesterday. It says, firm seeks records from players, teams, and NBA gambling inquiry. Listen to this. An independent law firm hired by the NBA has requested records from individuals and teams as a part of the league's investigation into the legal gambling allegations laid out in a federal indictment that resulted in the arrest of Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier and former player and coach Damon Jones, an NBA spokesperson confirmed to ESPN. The investigation's latest steps were first reported Saturday by The Athletic. Listen to this. The NBA engaged an independent law firm to investigate the allegations in the indictment once it was made public. A league spokesperson told ESPN and other outlets in a statement, as is standard in these kinds of investigation, a number of different individuals and organizations were asked to preserve documents and records. Everyone has been fully cooperative. Listen to this. Multiple teams have been contacted by investigators, including the Los Angeles Clippers, sources told ESPN Shams. Lakers assistant trainer Mike Mancias and executive administrator Randy Mims are among approximately a dozen team employees who have been contacted and are cooperating with the investigation, sources said. The Athletic reported that Mancias and Mims voluntarily gave their cell phones to investigators. Mancias and Mims and Jones have long relationships with LeBron James, who is not named in the indictment and has not been accused of any wrongdoing. Federal prosecutors accused Jones of selling non-public information about the Lakers players to gamblers during the 2022-23 season and 23-24 seasons, claiming in one case that he got the details from a trainer. Prosecutor described Jones as an unofficial assistant coach for the Los Angeles Lakers during the 2022-23 season in the indictment. The following season, prosecutors alleged that Jones claimed that he learned from a team trainer that a key player from the Lakers was injured and would likely be limited in a January 15, 2024 game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. According to the indictment, Jones relayed the information to a co-defendant, Eric Ernest, who gave the details to a co-defendant, Marv Fairley, a known bettor. Fairley placed a bet of approximately $100,000 against the Lakers, according to the indictment. The Lakers player ended up playing his normal minutes, and Los Angeles won. Fairley, through Ernest, asked Jones to refund the $2,500 he had paid for the information, according to the indictment. Jones pleaded not guilty to wire fraud and money laundering charges last week in federal court in Brooklyn, New York. This is serious, guys. This is serious. They're now taking it a step further. And when you see situations like Chauncey Billlups lawyering up with these high-powered lawyers, you know that this is no laughing matter. And it's very serious. We need to pay attention to this as it continues to unfold. Whatever you guys think about this, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show. Peace.